friends, myself Suresh VS. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start a new lesson from your textbook First Flight. The title of the lesson is The 100 Dresses. Okay, this is your fifth lesson. So it is written by L. Bowser Easter. L. Bowser Easter. So before going to the story, let us read. How do we judge the people around us? It's a question, a big question in front of us. How do we judge the people around us? Is it based on their money? Is it based on the wealth? Is it based on their possessions? How do we judge the people? Or is there anything of more enduring? Enduring means durable or long time, something lasting for a long time. Okay? Enduring value to look for in a person. How do we judge? This story is a sensitive. Sensitive means very delicate. So this story is a very delicate account or description of an event of a young poor girl. She has been judged by her classmates. Wanda Petronsky, she is the protagonist, the main character of the story. She is a young Polish girl who goes to a school with the other American children in an American town. You see that Wanda Petronsky, a Polish girl, she goes to study in an American school in an American town, and the majority of the children studying there are American children. Now, let us see the background of the story. The Polish-American community in the United States. The first Polish immigrants arrived in America in 1608. You see that immigrants, that means, immigrant means a person who, comes to live in a country permanently is known as immigrant. Suppose from Bangladesh a person comes and live here permanently, we can call him as an immigrant. So the first Polish immigrants arrived in America in 1608. And followed by that, you see that there was a large flow of Polish immigrants, immigration that happened in the early time of 20th century. That means in the early period of 20th century, a large number of Polish population, they migrated to America. They started to live there. Okay, that was almost more than 1 million Poles. That is the account. More than 1 million Poles migrated to the United States. The Polish state did not exist at that time. That means the Poland, at present Poland is the Republic of Poland, that did not exist that time. You see that it came, or it was established in November 3rd, 1980. Okay. And these immigrants, that's why these immigrants were called in or identified in their, according to their country of origin rather than to ethnicity. Okay. So rather than their social group, ethnicity means a social class or social group. More than their social group, they were identified by their country. That means those who came from Russia were called as Russian Poles, those who came from Germany were called as German Poles, and Austria were called as Austrian Poles. One of the most notable Polish-American communities is in Chicago. So, one of the most notable, that means remarkable Polish communities that you can see now, that is in Chicago. So there you see that, and it's a suburbs. That means, and it's outlying districts. You can see that a large number of people, Polish people, live there, and that's why Chicago is sometimes called as the second largest Polish city. Then, which is the first Polish city? That means the first Polish city, that is Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital of Poland. So that means a large number of Polish people are living in Warsaw, first number according to the population, and in second number which comes Chicago, that is in America. And Polish Americans were sometimes discriminated, but the problem was that these Polish Americans, they were discriminated in America, as Irish, Italians and Jews. According to the United States census of 2000 census, you see that 667,414 Americans above the age of 5 are living there in, that means are speaking Polish language. Other than, those who are speaking, again you can see there are people speaking English or many other languages. And this Polish language, there is the percentage of the people speaking Polish language there. That is 1.4 percentage of the people who speak yes English, other languages. That is, or we can say that 0.25% of US population is yes Polish people. Okay, so now let us go to the story. Today, Monday. So the story starts on Monday, and on that day, the main character, what was her name already we have seen, Wanda Petronsky, she was absent in the school. She was not there on her seat. But nobody, not even Peggy and Madeline, two other important characters of the story are Peggy and Madeline. They also did not notice the absence of Wanda. And these two girls, they usually used to make fun of her. They used to mock her or tease her. But they did not notice her absence in the classroom or in the school. Usually Wanda sat in the seat next to the last seat. She used to sit in the last row. Okay, that was in the corner of the room, in room number 13. So in room number 13, that was the number of their classroom. Room number 13, Wanda used to sit in the corner of the last row. The seat, okay, she sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make a good mark sat. And usually who used to sit there? The rough boys, the violent boys, those who are not good in the studies, or we can say that not academically brilliant students. Those students who are not academically brilliant used to sit in that last benches, or we can say that not gentle or violent students, and she used to sit there with these students, those who are not at all good as well as violent students. Who did not make good marks sat the corner of the room where there was most scuffling of feet. Scuffling, that means noisy dragging movements of the feet on the ground. And there you see that the students, they used to make a lot of noise by dragging their feet on the ground. The notice students used to do that. They make noise different way. And here, those who are sitting in the back side of the room, classroom, used to drag their feet on the ground and make noise. And not only that, most roars of laughter when anything funny was said. And anything funny was said, they themselves used to tell some funny things and laugh all together or loudly, very loudly. Maybe anybody in the class or even the teacher. These students used to laugh in very high noise. And most mud and dirty in the floor. And you see that was the most dirtiest place. Those students who sat in the backside of the classroom used to bring a lot of mud and dirt in their feet. Okay, maybe going outside all the time, whatever the reason. And she used to sit there with these children, those who are not at all good in studies, in their studies. Wanda did not sit there because she was rough and noisy. Don't think that Wanda sat there because she was very rough and noisy. No. She was not at all rough and noisy. On the contrary, just the opposite to that, she was very quiet and rarely said anything at all. On the opposite to that, you can see that she was always silent, very calm and quiet. She rarely speaks. And nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. And you see that when all the children laughed loudly, she never laughs loudly. Okay, nobody heard. She laughs loud. And sometimes she twisted her mouth into a crooked sort of smile. Crooked means irregular. Okay, or we can say that a smile at an angle. This is the style of smile. And how did she smile? More often she smiled, an irregular way, or we can say that smile at an angle. But that was all. That was all. She was not at all a disturbance in the class. And not others, sometimes they did not notice even the presence of Wanda in the class. Such as calm, she was always calm and quiet. Nobody knew exactly why Wanda sat in that seat. That means no one ever understood why Yes, Wanda sat there in the corner of the classroom. Unless it was because she came all the way from Boggins Heights and her feet were usually caked. Caked means dirty, with a dry mud. Only one thing was that there, except one thing, that was she came from a place called Boggins Heights. That is far away from the school. This place is far away from the school, and this place is filled with mud and dirt. Only the thing was that she came from the Boggins Heights and used to carry a lot of mud or dirt in her feet. Except that you can see that she was very silent, calm and quiet in the classroom. But no one really thought much about Wanda Petronsky once she sat in the corner of the room. So once she sat there in the corner of the room, nobody noticed her or nobody thought about her. Or we can say that people hardly noticed her presence in the classroom as she was very silent and she was alone in the classroom. Yes, she was alone there. She did not have any friends there. Why? Because she belongs to Polish community and she has been discriminated by other students. The time when they thought about Wanda was outside of school hours. So when did the people or when did the students think about Wanda? Outside of the school hours. That was before and after the school. At noon time when they were coming back to school, or in the morning early before school began, when groups of 2 or 3 or even more would be talking and laughing on their way to the schoolyard. That means the students sometimes making groups, or sometimes 1 or 2 students together while they were walking to the schoolyard. They used to think about Wanda. That means before and after the school hours only they thought about Wanda. Why? Because they wanted to make fun of her. Okay. So then sometimes they waited for Wanda to have fun with her. Not only that, on the way, if they see Wanda on the way, they used to mock her. Sometimes they used to wait for her. They used to lose their time just to mock her. The next day, Tuesday, Wanda was not in school. So Monday she was absent in the school. She was absent, and next day it was Tuesday. That day also she was not there in the school as well. And nobody noticed her absence again. That day also nobody noticed her absence. But on Wednesday, Peggy and Maddie, who sat down, friend with other children who got good marks and who did not crack in a whole lot of match, did notice that Wanda was not there. But on Wednesday, these two girls, Peggy and Maddie, they used to sit in the front row of the classroom with the brilliant students. They used to score good marks, those who were good in studies. And these two girls used to sit with them. And these two girls noticed that Wanda was absent in the classroom. How did they come to know about that? You see that now a small description is given about Peggy. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school, okay? And she was pretty, she was very beautiful, and she had many pretty clothes. She had many beautiful clothes, and her hair was curly. She has curly hair, very beautiful looking. And Maddie was her closest friend. You see that Maddie was her intimate friend, closest friend. The reason Peggy and Maddie noticed Wanda's absence was because Wanda had made them late to school. Why did they notice absence of Wanda on that day? Because Wanda made them late to school. Because of Wanda, they became late to school. How? They never come together. Then how did Wanda make them late to school? Why? Because they had waited and waited for Wanda to have fun with her. Because they waited for a long time for Wanda to come so that they could make fun of her. They could mock her. And she just hadn't come. Though they waited for a long time, she had not come. So because of that, both of them became late for the school also. They often waited for Wanda Petronsky to have fun with her. That was their habit. They often, waited for Wanda so that they could, mock her. Dear students, let me wind up today's class here. So we will discuss the other part of the story in the coming videos. So please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching it. Thank you.